News 46 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, a pilot is injured in a plane crash at the local airport. And you can adopt a pet for free this Friday and Saturday. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Emergency crews respond to a plane crash. It's Wednesday, April 25th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. A lightweight aircraft crashed this morning at our local airport. Airport official Roy Mankins spoke to News 46 about the crash.
We had a pilot that was in a little bit of trouble, and I probably shouldn't have left. I was watching him land, trying to land, and he wasn't doing very well. He was getting down, but I watched him for a while. I tried to get on the radio and tell him just to stop, but I couldn't reach him. I don't know, radio problems of some kind. So I went home, and I thought, this is really going to be a problem. So, and I drove home. As soon as I pulled in the driveway, one of my friends from the airport called me and said I had to come back immediately, that a light sport weight shift trike had come in and hit too hard, broke the front end off of the trike, and it rolled 4 times across the runway and ended up on the side. He said the paramedics were on scene, fire department was there. They had transported him to our local hospital. I think the only thing that's wrong with him is a broken wrist. They haven't got all the tests done yet. The the weight shift trike is a complete write-off. It's done. I notified the National Transportation Safety Board. They drove out from an accident that just happened in Primm, which I thought was kind of weird. But and they're on site right now finishing the investigation. So everything's okay. A little scary, but everybody's fine.
What type of trouble was he having where you were kind of concerned?
Well, he was doing a transition from a regular airplane to a weight shift trike, and all of the controls are backwards. And it looked like what was happening, he was coming into land and he was doing the same controls he did on an airplane. Unfortunately, that does different things with the trike, and it looked like he just got scared and
Didn't know what to do.
Didn't know what to do. He's actually had a license. He just bought this particular trike, but he was checked out. He had time. They went for flights last time, familiarization flights with the trike, and he did just great.
But he just purchased this, brand new.
Yep. And he got it up this morning, and I guess he probably got nervous, and when you get nervous, things don't work too well.
Well, the county commissioners discussed Nye County Code Title 17 involving special use permits.
The BOCC report is sponsored by Jim Marsh Automotive of Las Vegas, Kia, Chrysler, Jeep, and Body Shop.
Possible action, discussion, deliberation, recording, request to set a date and time and location for public hearing, Nye County Bill 2018-03. Read the title of the bill into the record.
Mr. Chairman, staff recommends setting a date, time, and location for June 5th, 2018, 11 a.m. in Tonopah.
Commissioners, Deborah Strickland, STRICKLAND. I was wondering if we could do some sort of workshops on this prior to it getting any further. This is new information to us about what's going to be happening with the comprehensive land use planning and zoning. And I would also further like to see any discussion being held in the in Pahrump instead of Tonopah. Thank you.
My name's Dawn Murphy, M-U-R-P-H-Y, and I know some of you aren't interested in what us people have to say because you actually show it when we're speaking to you. However, setting this, I believe we need to have workshops. You guys need to include some contractors. You need to include some homeowners. This is a big discussion that affects a lot of people in this valley, and believe it or not, there are some of us that do care, and we do want to show up, and we do want to have our voices heard for longer than 3 minutes. We want to have a say in something.
Mr. Chair, may I comment on this?
Go ahead.
If I read this correctly, and maybe I'm wrong, but here in the Pahrump Regional Planning District, this already affects you. What this is proposing to do is to spread it out through the rest of the county. So if you want to have workshops and you want to discuss this and how it's going to affect the people that are affected by this, I suggest those workshops are done in the north, Tonopah, Round Mountain, Gabbs, Railroad Valley, Current. Those are the people it's going to affect. You already live by that here. What has brought this back to the surface is that one of those communities absolutely flat refused to have anything to do with an SUP. Since then, they have had a major conflict with a business that went in and built, and they're having issues with that. However, we have nothing on the books in Nye County to control anything in the northern part of Nye County, anywhere outside of Pahrump. So through the last 2 years and the conflicts that have been created in this one community, this has been written in such a fashion that what it does is, in a situation where you have commercial people or interests coming into an area, this will require them to take that to the town and get the buy-in of the community, and then it comes to the Board of County Commissioners for approval. And that's the only way we could think of to do it, to solve that problem.
Right. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Aye.
3-2.
Attaboy, Butch.
Arrest reports on the other side of this break.